This is to my friends in Deerfield, Illinois, and to Illinois, and to the states, and to the local municipalities and cities and towns that are trying to forcefully or monetarily gain from stealing people's right to bear arms. I want to say that you guys need to stand strong together. This is exactly what the Second Amendment talks about, tyranny at its best, where they come and take your weapons away and you have no way to defend yourself from the tyrannical government that they have become. So you definitely need to stand, and I stand with you in that endeavor, and I stand strong with you. And I want you guys to know that this is the beginning of a revolution that's coming. I'm telling you, I feel it. I feel it. Either we're going to have another World War III, or we're going to have another Civil War, or maybe even both. Who knows at this point? But I'm telling you, there's something underlying brewing in this country, and I can feel it. And I just want to say that I stand, and I will always stand with the United States Constitution, and those who represent it and those who stand for it. And I do want to say a special message to those officers and or law enforcement that will go to homes and take people's weapons away. You have also took an oath to serve and protect your community. And by serving and protecting, that does not mean taking their rights away. You have number one, no right to do that. And number two, you're breaking the U.S. Constitution when you do that. And you are therefore a traitor of America. And you are a tyrannical human being who will take directives at any account from elites that tell you to do such a thing, even if it's to break the U.S. Constitution. So let me just be real clear that you have a direct responsibility to disobey that order, to go and confiscate people's weapons without necessary means of doing so. So in other words, if there's no underlying law being broken and that person is legally allowed to own firearms, then the government, whether they are local municipalities, whether they are state, cities, villages, whatever you want to call them, they have no right to take your rights and or your right away to bear arms. And in doing so, they are, like I said, traitors and dealt with as such. So this is a pivotal point in our country. I'm telling you right now, this is a giant step in our country right now where the push to, and even some people that are gun activists I read an opinion article that I won't say, basically someone I know showed me an opinion article, and they're not very lenient towards guns. They don't really care for guns, and think you can live in a society without guns, and it's just fine. But the guy that wrote this opinion article, wish I had to read it, but he basically backtracks a couple times, and the things he says, it doesn't really, you can't be for guns and against guns. That's not how it works, okay? So, and you can't be on the fence about weapons, and because, it all is about definition, and a definition of an assault weapon is what? What is an assault weapon is the question. People will say a military style weapon, a scary weapon. What is a scary weapon? Let me tell you something. A automatic weapon is illegal to own and to have in America, and it's been for a long time. A semi-automatic weapon consists of pistols, consists of 22 rifles, consists of 223s. There's other various rounds, but also consists of semi-automatic weapons. And that means as many times as you can tap the trigger, the weapon will fire. Okay, so getting rid of bump stocks I can understand because they create an automatic weapon. I can understand that. Okay. But an assault weapon, in definition, is something that is fully automatic or that can be switched to fully automatic at any given time. So therefore, no U.S. citizens are allowed to legally own and carry a fully automatic weapon. Okay? So therefore, there is no such thing as an assault weapon unless it's a military grade weapon or a police grade weapon. You understand what I'm saying? They're the only ones allowed to have automatic weapons. All right? I don't even think the police are allowed to have automatic weapons, honestly. I could be wrong on that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. But correct me, comment, whatever, if you know about it. But yeah, automatic weapons are illegal to own, and so therefore there is no such thing as an assault weapon. You know, people say, well, what about the size of the magazine? And your point is what? Null and void. Like I said, no matter if you have a 10-round magazine, a 5-round magazine, you know, so what? It takes you what? You know, a good gunman can, you know, change magazines in no time. That's not a problem. So yeah, with that being said, just y'all, you know, I say we need to be vigilant. We need to be ready to, you know, engage people and ask them, what are assault weapons? What constitute as an assault weapon? And it's funny because, you know, when I ask that question, the person goes, I know what an assault weapon is, but they couldn't answer me. I go, no, you don't. I go, what is an assault weapon? I go, a scary weapon. I go, what is an assault? Define an assault weapon to me. They can't define an assault weapon. Like I said, it's simple facts, okay? The fact is they can't define it. They can't even understand it because an assault weapon is a military grade weapon that is able to go to a fully automatic function. Okay? Simple. Semi-automatic weapons, they're not assault rifles, bud. Anyway, with that being said, many of you guys don't understand what I'm saying, but it's just crazy to me how people think. You know what I mean? And then when you ask them a simple question, they can't give you a definitive answer, and it amazes me. But with that being said, you know, have a great night, and God bless America.